As you probably already know, the freaking Ancoms, like all the famous Ancom YouTubers, they made a group together called the Great Hall. Here, they talked a lot about me. This isn't all they talked about, but like 80% of what they talked about happened to be me. And when they talked about me, what they would always do is always try to come up with a plan to plot against me. And one of the ways that they planned on taking me down was to dox me and my family. I shit you not. And obviously, they were going to dox me to their fans, who are Ancoms. And Ancoms and Antifa, as you know, are known terrorists. There's been like 7 fucking riots by Antifa and Ancoms lately. And they were committing terrorist acts. These people are terrorists. I'm not saying the people in the group are terrorists. I'm saying the people that watch these Ancom YouTubers, they're terrorists. Anyways, it looks like they made a video today apologizing. That's good on them. Let's watch it.
Hi there. Yesterday, Mr. Dampton made a video attacking me and everyone in the Great Hall, calling us terrorists.
That's a funny way of apologizing. And you know what? I never said that you guys are terrorists, okay? I said that you're fucking audience members, okay? You're Ancom YouTubers. You have Ancom and Antifa fucking fans. They're terrorists. They're the ones that fucking riot. Seriously, just in recent months, there's been fucking like 8 fucking riots because of Ancoms and Antifa, which is your audience. They are terrorists. I never said you're terrorists, you freaking liar.
I'm pointing to me, an even vegan anarchist who isn't even part of the Great Hall.
Oh, another lie? Vegan anarchist was part of the hall fucking... Okay, he came in and out a bunch of times. Okay, he went in and out about 4 times, I think. But he was part of the group for a large period of the time when I had spies in the group. Here's a Great Hall member himself stating that he was in fact part of the group sometimes. He was in the Great Hall temporarily, but is not on good terms with the people there and frequently left the group. If he frequently left, that means he frequently came back. He was part of the group. Now, what did Ancom say again?
I'm pointing to me, an even vegan anarchist who isn't even part of the Great Hall.
Yeah, you're a damn liar. If he was part of the group for the larger half of a month, then he was part of the group.
And taking everything we did out of context.
And what they do is completely plot out and plan how to destroy him and his family. Okay, I showed several texts where you guys did exactly that. You plotted against me. And we're talking about famous YouTubers like Ancom, Democrat. Look at this. Oh, Democratic Socialist is part of it, but he's not really part of it. He just joined yesterday. Well, he's part of it now, buddy. Democratic Socialist, Vegan Anarchist. Vegan Anarchist is not even part of the Great Hall, Daps. He was there for like 20 days for the month that I had spies there. So yes, he was. Just because he left the day that my spies took pictures and screenshots doesn't mean that he wasn't there, you fucking liar. And many, 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 many others. We're talking about secretly plotting to dox him and his entire family. Oh, it was just one guy? Oh, okay. There was a bunch of people in there, and they were dox crazy. A bunch of people. And I'd be able to prove it if you didn't delete the goddamn server. Hell, they even plotted to frickin' dox Hoodie Demon as well. I forgot to mention that in the last video. Amongst a group of anarcho-communists who have been known to commit terrorist acts.
For starters, let's look at that list of people. By the way, the blacked out person on there is Shane Killian himself, who joined after I accepted a debate with him on his channel. There are also other members of Bogosity in there who have not been blacked out, as well as other anarcho-capitalists like Bob Veen and Caesar Skirt. If this was a room for character assassinations and doxing, why would there be ANCAPs in there, who voluntarily join and we accept them? Wouldn't it be more logical for no ANCAPs to be in there if all we do is dox ANCAPs? Think about that.
Yeah, yep, Shane Killian was in there. So was like 2 or 3 ANCAPs. Who do you think was spying on you? Let me play a little video for you that will show you what the original concept for the channel was. This video was made by the Great Hall members themselves.
Welcome to the Great Hall Project. What exactly is the Great Hall Project? The Great Hall is a chat room where anyone from any political philosophy, or political theory and ideology is free to express themselves. Here, at Operation Anarchism, we support free speech. We are against censoring others because you feel offended or threatened by their rhetoric. Obviously, Operation Anarchism is a radical leftist platform, but unlike most radical leftists who violently assault people who disagree with them, we are against this approach. If the radical left ever wishes to gain support for their ideas, public relations and public image play a vital role in the spreading of ideas. And if we all run around smashing people's heads in the name of radical leftism, no one will ever listen to our ideas.
So that was the original concept, right? That's why Shane Killian was in the room along with a couple other ANCAPs. Over time, it devolved. Obviously, I showed you screen caps of them fucking wanting to dox me and my family. That's bashing people in the head. That's exactly what they claimed to not to be. It devolved. It definitely devolved. And I showed you a bunch of texts in the last video proving that they were in fact plotting against me. That's bashing people in the head. So he's sitting there saying, oh, well, the group started off with good intentions, so, it was good throughout. No. It started off with good intentions and turned into boiling shit. Just like communist communities in themselves turn into boiling shit. It's inevitable because the people and their beliefs are freaking toxic. So just because you had Shane Killian in there, along with another couple of ANCAP spies, doesn't mean you weren't doing the heinous shit that I proved that you guys were doing by showing your own freaking messages. You're pretending that you were an open platform and that you allow for conversations to occur. If that's true, then why were you kicking people from the group that you thought were spies? You can't spy on an open group, can you? I don't think you can. If it's open to the public, if it's open like you're saying, then it's open to the public and there could be no spies. Then why the fuck were you kicking people left and right saying that they were spies? Obviously your hangout wasn't as open as you're pretending. I'm not going to lie, after a few spies got removed, ANCOM finally stepped up and said, hey, we can't be removing people. But they did anyways, and he stayed part of the group. What the fuck? Do you know what that means? That means he allowed that shit to happen. If he truly believed what was going on was wrong, he would have left and not stayed. Staying part of a group that you don't agree with is basically supporting that group. This is supposed to be an open platform. But that doesn't excuse the fact that multiple people were removed for being spies. And if there were spies being removed, that means you guys had something to hide. Because you guys knew you were doing heinous shit. The person that was like, oh, we should stop removing spies, even he turned the history off. The person who made the response that I'm responding to right now, yes, he's the one who turned the fucking history off. Obviously, they're trying to keep what they're saying secret. That's why they're kicking spies. That's why they're removing the history or hiding the history. That proves it's not an open group. It may have been an open group in the beginning, but it wasn't at that point. Hell, it wasn't even an open group for the 30 days that my spies were there. They were getting removed left and right. And at the end of the video that I made, I told people how to access this freaking supposed open group to see how you would react. If it was an open group, obviously you wouldn't mind some ANCAP blood in there. What did you guys do? You ended up changing the link or removing the link completely. And you may claim, oh, well, we did it because there was spam. Yeah, there was spam for like the first hour, but after a little bit, it started to cool down. Then when you notice that there was more ANCAPs than fucking ANCOMs there, you're like, fuck this channel. I want a biased place to fucking talk. So you deleted the fucking thing. Or at least removed the link. Here's a message from the guy who created the Great Hall himself. You're a funny guy. I'm the mastermind. Oh, a mastermind. Oh, you must be a mastermind creating an echo chamber. Come at me, bro. I'm waiting for you to contact me personally. Don't bitch about Antifa, SJW censorship, and come in and censor a communist room that is also against censorship of any kind, just as you are. So first off, I want to mention how he mentioned that it's a communist room. Remember how they try to say that it was a fucking open room? Obviously, it's fucking a communist room, according to the person who made it himself. So, scratch that off, you fucking liar, ANCOM. My favorite part is that he says that we're censoring him. We were censoring them. How do we censor them? We don't have the ability to delete people. We're not the owners of the channel. They were. They're the only ones who could censor people. And I love the response to Operation Anarchism. No, you are a little bitch who just kicked us out. So the guy who has all the permissions to kick people claimed that we were censoring, and he was the one kicking people out and censoring people. That's fucking brilliant.
Secondly, you see me say that I've downloaded the video so he can't delete it. This appears in his chat on his video. What I mean by this is that I downloaded his video on Vegan Anarchist because originally when Dapton uploaded it the first time, he deleted it before I had a chance to watch it. So I downloaded it when he re-uploaded it, so I made sure I could watch it.
Oh, so everybody saying that you were going to destroy me was because you were going to watch the video? Wait, that makes no fucking sense. There must be more to the story that you're not telling us.
Luckily, he kept the video up the second time, so I didn't need to use the MP4 file to watch it, so I deleted that along with other files to save room on my hard drive. This is way out of context because you can't see the previous post where I talk about this.
I love how you leave out the part that the reason why you downloaded the video was to ruin my reputation. You wanted to say, oh, Daps made fun of a guy with Asperger's. I downloaded the video, he can't delete it again. So now we could finally destroy Daps. And the whole room becomes ecstatic. It's time to destroy Daps, comrades, they say. We've long awaited for this opportunity, they say. Even though the reason why I posted the video of the kid with the Asperger's is because I respect him. They thought in the video I was going to make fun of him, and that's why they downloaded it. It was to ruin me. But then when you downloaded the video, you finally had time to watch it, and then you noticed what I was doing was out of the kindness of my heart. It wasn't out of making fun of a fucking person with Asperger's. But the point is, you guys saw an opportunity to destroy me, and you fucking jumped on it. And then you celebrated, and then you actually watched the video that you downloaded and found out that, hey, he's not making fun of a kid with Asperger's. Then you felt stupid, and nothing happened. But by the reaction of you guys are out to get me, clearly. Let's destroy Daps. I've long awaited the opportunity to destroy Daps. And you downloading the video in order to destroy me. Please stop pretending like you guys have no biases towards me. It is so clear you do. The whole group wants to destroy me. Clearly.
I can't get them up anymore because I was booted from the room by one of those ANCAPs who actually did decide to censor me.
How did we boot you from your own group? That makes no fucking sense.
And all the other members who weren't ANCAPs. Third and finally, I'd be the last anarcho-communist on YouTube to dox anybody. My whole philosophy is based on pure libertarianism. I've openly condemned Antifa for their actions. I've talked about how censoring doesn't help anybody because of a phenomenon called the Strident effect. And I've literally defended Dapton from censorship when his satire video about black people was struck down by community guidelines.
And you also were the one who said, hey, maybe we should stop kicking people. You know, this is obviously not an open group if we're trying to hide what we're saying and only letting certain people in. But the fact of the matter is, you stayed there and you let them kick people over and over and over, and you were still part of the group. And don't you pretend like you weren't part of it when you're the one who disabled the history. You were helping your comrades out and protecting them from getting in trouble for trying to dox me. You were literally acting in support of the people that were trying to dox me and my family. Also, you plotted against me. You tried to destroy all my reputation and my career. You were. Then you have the balls to freaking claim it's an open group when you literally let people kick people that you disagree with. You're just as bad as them, if not worse, because you sit there and act like there's no problem. At least the other guys will admit that they're pieces of shit, but you don't. That pisses me off. Also, this is the worst apology I've ever heard in my life. Oh, the group that I command, they try to dox you and your family. So, clearly you're the piece of shit. Yeah, thanks, Ancom. Really sticking up for truth and justice there. By the way, guys, the link to the original video, his video, is linked in the description box. Anyways, this fucking video is done. Daps out, bitch. Oh, and feel free to watch the prequel to this video. It's right here. Just click on it, motherfucker.